wholeness. I'm going to try and run through this real quick because this is impromptu. This is called Journeys and Justifications, and it's on 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, 7 the journey and 11 the justification. Today 7-Eleven 2025 also becomes a 99, which you'll hear me tell you 99 is the end game. It should be that what you're trying to get to. What's your end game? Normally I would try and advise and give perspective, contrarian perspective on what we need to pay attention to. But what I've been saying for a long time, really for almost a decade at the least, is that you might want to start paying attention to this planet. Gaia, Chi, Turtle Island, Mother Earth, Pachamama, whatever name you want to give her, is a living organism. I've also told you to stop egoically telling yourself that human resonance is about you. It ain't about you in the sense to where it's a gift for you and it's a new paradigm and there's a new earth coming. No, it's holy shit. You motherfuckers are making mother sick. We are making mother sick. That human resonance is basically nerve pain. So humor me, perspective, resonance, ignorance, all that other good shit. I want to address 9 potential things that the planet might be telling us, but we got so much shit going on around us that we ain't paying attention. We ain't paying attention because even when something planetary happens, the first thing we do is point our finger at who we think is responsible. Oh my God, there's floods going on here because erratic weather. Oh, well, that's because of cloud seeding, or that's because Trump cut this off, or so-and-so did that. Those are correlating underlying factors. And I asked one of the kids this yesterday, what do you do when you get your hands dirty? You wash them off. This planet is feeling dirty. So I'm going to stop rambling in that. 9 potential perspectives. Mother, humor me if you will. 9 potential perspectives of what really is going on with this planet that really on that level ain't got nothing to do with us. It has everything to do with her preparing to make sure that we don't further injure her as we have become acquiescent with hindering ourselves. We don't want to do nothing different. We know what we're supposed to do. We know what we should do. We know what we should do, but we're too scared to do it because we're waiting on the people that have us in this position that we're feeling like you can't do nothing. We're waiting on them to do something different. Plain and simple. Oh, one card didn't get picked up. The significator for this reason, before I dig into why Mother has 9 reasons for why things are going the way they're going, this might be the gist of it all. The World card. This is the Phoenix. This is the Goddess. Are you going to be burnt, or are you going to be the creator of the fire? The Phoenix goes through something. The Goddess is where it all comes from. I have to choose between whether I'm going to be burnt or I'm going to be that which sets the fire. That gets into everything I'm talking about. And again, if you are of a fear mind, this is not for fear-mongering intentions. This is so that you get an understanding that we have so much going on that we're not paying attention to what might really be taking place. So the whole gist for this reading, verification from me, is you're going to choose between whether you're the Goddess or you're the Phoenix. And that's Mother's position. That is, the planet's position is the 21, the World card. This world is sick. It's time for a purge. Go back to my post from 2016, 2017. I told you, holy shit, we building up towards a fucking purge. 2018, the guidance I was getting metaphysically was, holy shit, y'all building up for a purge. 2020 was supposed to be a purge, but instead of being a purge, it was only a further dumping into fear mind. 2020 made everybody go crazy. 2020, that COVID bullshit made everybody more scary than what we already were. So, and I've told y'all this at the beginning of this year, that holy shit, 2025 feels like 2018. Let your life tell you tale. 2025 feels like 2018 2.0. So now we'll get into the 9 potential things that the planet might be telling itself that needs to be done. It's going to have to choose something that makes it rejoice. The first thing that might potentially be taking place, the Moon card in reverse, reality. Reality. Think about it. If you're in a relationship with somebody and it's like, man, I negate this relationship, everything I possibly can, and it still ain't showing me enough. Still has not shown me enough. I gotta face reality. I'll humor you, Julia. Do you think my crush likes me back? Have you done enough to make sure that your crush gets out of the crush? Or are you just crushing yourself by waiting? You understand? Don't let your crush just be a crush. Find out. Stop being scared. Take that chance. Roll that dice. It's either going to be a yes or a no. But you're damaging yourself by putting yourself in this holding cycle trying to find out whether it's going to happen. Shit, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. We grown. So the first thing that's going on is you have to face reality. You're going to have to make a choice. This is La Luna, the moon. Yesterday was a full moon, so we're still in full moon energy. This is I cannot emotionally make a choice. Again, the analogy with a relationship. If the relationship is damaging you, you got to take your emotions out of it. I got to look at the bigger picture. You know what? I want this. I love them and all this other bullshit, but it's not good for me. Better watch that movie, The Good Son. You better watch that movie, The Good Son, with Macaulay Culkin in it. You have to make a choice. So the first thing, and it's an 18, it's a 9. 1 plus 8 is 9. The potential struggle is what's controlling me. The potential struggle of giving space to something that I love that is not showing enough love for itself is now not only injuring themselves, but injuring me. Spoken as a planet. The people on this planet that you give space and you provide all this abundance for, here's all your medicine, here's all your food, but no, they don't want it because they want pharmaceuticals and fast food. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want what's provided. They want what they've been told that they have to have. And even when they find out that it's making them sick, the only thing they do is get mad at who's making them sick and never do anything to fix themselves. So I got to face the reality. These motherfuckers sick. Spoken for Gaia, these motherfuckers are sick. I got to make the reality that they won't fix themselves. They've been given time and time again to change their end game, and now the game needs to end. Why? Step 2. I can't make this shit up. Wrongdoing. Here's that 11. 7, 11. 7, the journey. 11, justification. They're justifying everything that's going wrong, which means if they are protecting that which is harming them, they are now not only harming themselves, but they're harming me. 9 and a 2. The 2, that in the sense of the 11, is I have to make a choice. Remember, the whole thing was there's 2 ones. You're going to choose between what's burning you, or you're going to have to understand that you are the source of the motherfucking flame. So, going on to the step 3, speaking for the planet. Time for a rebirth. The Sun card, 19. There can only be 1 9. There can only be one thing that's in control. There can only be one thing at its highest vibration if all the other vibrations are only staying sick. This is a purge. This is the Sun card. This is Archangel Raphael in its shamanic healing. Shamanic healing. Deep level soul rooted healing. Not that relationship hurt me and I need to heal from it. That's that tangible, mundane bullshit attachment stuff. I'm talking about I'm getting to the core of why I have this sickness so that I stop repeating the cycle. This, again, speaking for the planet, is I have to choose rebirth. I have to end the game. So going into step 4 out of 9. 8, the struggle. The struggle is knowledge. I now know that everything I keep on investing in is getting in the way of me getting out of the way. Can't explain that one any better than that. Sometimes what's in your way is only allowing you to stay in your own way. The attachment. I can't explain it better. It's the attachment. The attachment to that which you think you love will make you harm yourself. Hello, parents. What are we talking about? Mother Earth. Hello, parents. Sometimes you can see where your children are fucked up. And because you have a love for them and you don't want to harm them, sometimes you take harm for yourself. But remember, the whole gist of this reading is I got to choose between I'm going to keep letting them burn me, or I'm going to have to learn to be the goddess and set myself free. So step 4 is 8, the whole struggle. What am I struggling with? I'm struggling with my love that I have for these dumbass beings that are injuring me. Step 5. Step 5 is a 5. It's a 32. Aimlessness. This is the element of air in my cards. This is, if you look at it, this is basically nature honoring itself. This is a circle of fairies taking a flower up into the air. You know, just playful and joyful energy. It's aimless to keep on trying to think about what I'm connected to if what I'm connected to is not connected to me. Ding. You understand what I'm saying? No coincidences. You understand what I'm saying? If you're connected to something that is not connected to you, again, go see that old movie, The Good Son. Hell, look at the analogy I gave you about a relationship. If you're connected to somebody that is hurting you, but you have this fantastic idea of what you want for them or with them or from them, but it's not there, you'll harm yourself. At this point, in step 5 in this 9 reading here, it's aimless for me to stay connected and keep trying to find the good in them when they don't even see the good in themselves. And again, speaking for Gaia, we don't see the good in ourselves, or else we wouldn't be where we're at. We would not allow for the current systems that tell us that we have to struggle in order to survive. Did you catch that? We ain't even talking about living. We would not allow a system that tells you that you have to struggle in order to learn how to survive and never even taught you how to live. We wouldn't allow it. But the minute that you come out of your psychotic ass mouth with some excuses for why it has to be this way, you part of the fucking problem. And that's the problem is when you hear me talking about spiritual aids in the sense of a humanity, wholeness, the sickness don't know it's sick. And we're seeing it in this 2025 where it's like, man, how can you support this shit? You must be sick. And it's a truth. But then you have to look at it, the ones that ain't supporting the sickness, but they're trying to find another way to get rid of the sickness by allowing the sickness space to be sick. You sick too. You still support the system indirectly because you think the system is what you have to go through to get free. And she's like, can you not see? It's aimless. So hell, they ain't gonna do nothing for themselves. So again, it becomes choice. So now we're at step 6, which really is choice. Step 6 in my number systems is your traumas. Step 6 in my number system is your foundation because it is the possibilities and probabilities of infinity. It is I can choose anything, but I have to have accountability and responsibility because whatever I choose, it's going to become my responsibility to watch it play out. So at step 6, speaking for the planet, where you already realize that it's aimless to keep investing in people who won't invest in themselves, you got to see whether you are part of the problem. Speaking to the planet, you have to see where you're part of the problem, Gaia. You're part of the problem. Oh, by Nani, you injuring yourself. You are the source of the leak. Why? Because the children bear the imprint of the parent. But again, speaking metaphysically and speaking from my own personal workings with Gaia, that's a known thing. If you keep supporting and giving space for things that you call yourself loving, but they have not only shown you that they can't love themselves or show you proper love, it's a reflection of the proper love within yourself. Take your time. I know somebody out there get that. If you keep giving space for somebody who don't even love themselves and then you want them to learn how to love you, you don't love you because you are allowing for a trauma to now take your energy. What was this about? You're going to have to choose on what you're giving your energy. So again, I'm the source of the leak, but I love them. This is, again, patience. You're being patient for somebody who has already shown you everything that they can potentially do because they don't believe in themselves. Why? Step 7. They're on a journey. Only they're not following their own course. They're following the course. Speaking as far as humanity, humanity is following the course of whatever has been allowed to become the strongest sickness. That which is the strongest sickness in this realm is the strongest force and source of healing. And unfortunately, if psychotic energy is the only thing that can be accounted for as healing, let your life tell your tale. So step 7 is, holy shit, they're on a journey in towards their own destruction. Am I going with them or am I going to set myself free? The Fool card in reverse. Ignorance. Something I've always taught my kids. We ignore ignorance unless we become ignorant ourselves. If I created something but it is now destroying itself, I can't let it destroy me. If I created something and I said, holy shit, go see the movie Good Son again, I'm going to keep saying it. If I created something, but now that little motherfucker is destructive and dangerous and sick and deranged and psychotic and got some gene deletions, got some common gene deletions that make it psychotic and manic and megalomaniac, shit like that, I'm not going to stay attached to it because it is a sickness. Step 7 is the fool card. I cannot fool myself into going to a journey into something that is only going to make me just as ignorant as it is because I'm trying to set it free. That's the whole trap. Trying to save something or somebody who cannot be saved means you will now only endanger yourself. So again, speaking as the planet and for the planet, trying to save a bunch of ignorant people will get you killed. Holy shit, you'll be Nat Turner like a motherfucker. A lot of y'all don't even know who Nat Turner is. Or you only buy into that concept of Nat Turner to make you feel good. Have no idea who the fuck he was. But again, it goes to what I'm saying. If the only teacher ain't the real teacher, did you really learn? So step 8, did you really learn or did you just pick up the struggle? In this case, speaking for the planet and as the planet, step 8 is I need to realize where the struggle is coming from. The struggle, before I even throw this card, is in the attachment. The struggle is in the love that I have for that which is killing me. Let's see how that plays out. I might be a motherfucking psychic. The struggle is in that I can't just ignore that they are harming themselves. It's the fool card again. And what I just tell you, you'll fool yourself and hurt yourself trying to save something that you love. You will fool yourself and hurt yourself trying to save somebody that will not save themselves. And that is what a lot of us, and this ain't age, older in awareness people who've been telling y'all for years, watch out for this shit, but all we get done is labeled as conspiracy theorists and nut jobs and shit like that, and we keep telling y'all we see where the shit's going, and then you be like, no, it ain't it, and then we get there and they be like, nah, I see what it is, and then it's like, motherfucker, shut up, because we try to warn you. Ta-da. So the ignorance for what you keep trying to justify that now leads you into the ignorance that you can no longer justify, you don't get a pass. Myself included. Myself included. If somebody ever tried to tell me something and I shooed them away because I thought I knew what it was and then holy shit, it manifested, I not only owe them an apology, but I need to slap myself and learn to sit my punk ass down and be still and shut up. Because I've been telling you for well over a decade, the first rule of knowing is you don't know nothing at all. You just know what you've been shown. And if what you have been shown has been given to you, did you really see what you see? Epstein files. Excuse me. These are not the droids we're looking for. But yet you still got student debt, you still got mortgage, you still got light bills, you still got car payments, you still got to pay for a flight, you got to pay for a cruise, you got to pay for food. But the real shit that you should be paying attention to tell you that you fucked, it never exists. Shh, vote. We need new politicians. Jackasses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. The 9th reason on why she need to let this shit go is because we won't. The 9th reason is because the highest vibration here is low vibration. Now, I've been telling you that for a minute. People be like, Earth is a high vibrational realm. Earth is a lower dimensional hell. Earth is a lower dimensional hell because it is filled with the potentiality to become more, but you are only trapped with people that only want to be less because they want somebody else to give it to them. Lazy as fuck. Earth is spiritually lazy like a motherfucker. And that's why the aliens that you think are coming, they only come through here to watch the shit show. Or they only come through here to eat. Why? Because you're a food source. You won't take care of yourself, so you give away your divine rights of energy. Easily manipulated. It ain't just humans that manipulate you, but that's a whole nother fucking class. So step 9 is where mother is looking like they can't control themselves. 9 is I gotta start choosing me. I gotta start choosing me. I can't keep being the genie. I can't keep going through this thought in replication game, 33. The path of ascension, the path of mastery. An ascended master. Ascended master into what? You ascended and mastered what? How to split yourself? Oh. Congratulations. But it sounds good though, right? You just ascended and mastered how to separate yourself so you can teach yourself how to be something that you never were. And you'll come back and do it again. So the whole problem of speaking from the planet is I can't be bound to the experience that is only gaining more thoughts. Every time I think of a way to save them, they find another way to mess themselves up. And I had made this meme a couple years ago. I don't know, I posted a few months ago. It was the one where the sheep was caught in the ditch and the man pulled him out and the sheep jump over the ditch and turn around and jump right back in. That's how a lot of y'all are. You can be pulled out of these shitty ass rabbit holes that's designed to pull you further in so that you have more energy for it and less energy for yourself. You can be pulled out of all of these rabbit holes. You can be pulled out of all these trauma points. Quit paying attention to this government. The only thing they want to do is compress you. You can get pulled away from it and then they'll do something else and you jump right back in. You can get pulled away from love is not supposed to hurt. And then you get bored and then you jump into another traumatic relationship that has hurt as the format of love and you keep going right back into it. Speaking as the planet is, holy shit, if I keep trying to shelter them from everything that they should not know and it is all that they want to see, guess what the planet is going to know too? If somebody is trying to shepherd and guide you out of a shit field, and the only thing you keep doing is jumping into a shit field, that which was trying to save you ends up getting shitty too. And now you wonder why you have storms. And now you wonder why the earth is spinning faster than it has ever have in recorded history. Oh, that was just because they opened churn, or Trump did this, and Biden did that, and the dog ate my homework. We have an excuse for everything except for a fucking reason why we don't do nothing different. So again, spoken for and as the planet, if you won't do anything different and you like staying trapped like a genie in a bottle, giving up all your energy, like I just told you, giving up all your energy because you won't use it for yourself, do I stay trapped with you or do I set myself free? So spoken as a guide and guardian for Gaia, I'm telling Mother, set herself free. My words for her is, if she's going to choose between what's burning her and the source of the fire, you better recognize it's you doing it to yourself. You better recognize you were the creatrix. The plentifulness of everything that you're trying to justify, the goddess, you the one that gave birth. If you gave birth, I know it's not accepted in this day and age, but I'm from the 70s, where we used to always say, I brought your ass in here, I'll take your ass out. Resonance only. Spoken as a planet, if you would gave us space to exist in your realm and we're only damaging you, set yourself free. You motherfuckers better wake up. There is so much more going on in 2026. It will show you. The wholeness, motherfuckers.